Hello and welcome to Bare Beauty Basics, and today I'm going to do a makeup look using a few new products that I've bought. Brushes, I'm just going to use two brushes. One is the Huda Beauty Face and Cheek Color brush, and one is the Pack 247, just two brushes. And for today's makeup look, what I'm going to do is avoid my eyes completely. You can see there is some redness on my eyes. I got orbital dermatitis, and I don't really know what caused it. So I'm being very careful not to apply any makeup on my lids. I'm just doing it on the rest of my face. I'm going to use the new NARS blush stick, which is the multiples. They have launched the multiples in a few different shades. I got the shade Fling, so that is one. And I also got the Milk Makeup brow pomade, which is kind of, it's called Kush Brow Shadow Stick. And this is how it looks like. And I'm most excited about the K-Beauty Cushion Foundation. This is a new launch by the Indian brand by Katrina Kaif, and I absolutely adore her. So I thought of trying out the new foundation launch. And I'm also going to try out a new lipstick that I got for myself. It is by Givenchy, and it is in their sheer velvet La Rouge. The name is Nude Boise. Okay, so let's start with, I've already primed my skin, used a moisturizer, a sunscreen, and I am ready to start with the cushion foundation. I've already tried it twice, so the feedback that I have for this is kind of mixed. I like the Tear more. I have to be honest here. It is kind of very comparable to the Tear Cushion Foundation, but I like that more. The reason being, this oxidizes quite a lot. I bought the shade 120Y Light, and this kind of becomes at least 2 shades darker than my natural skin tone. Also kind of, it is not as flawless as the Tear Foundation. I feel the Tear gives me a little more flawless finish, and it is kind of a little more long lasting. This is also long lasting, but lesser compared, when I compare it with the other one, the Tear one, it is kind of not at par with that. Otherwise, it's not bad. Okay, so let me show you. This is how it comes. This is the packaging, the typical cushion foundation packaging, nothing new. And I'm going to just take some amount, pat the excess on the back, and that's my shade 120Y. For reference, I am NC25 in MAC. I've been on a holiday, and I am tanned a little bit at the present moment. So that's how the coverage looks like. It is buildable to full, and a little goes a long way. You can see I just dipped it once, and it has managed to cover my entire face with it. I'm not very comfortable with this sponge. It is kind of hexagonal. I would prefer an oval sponge like the Tear one. It is much more easy to use in my opinion. But nonetheless, this is workable too, but just the comfort is not there for me, at least. Let me know in the comment section if you have tried this foundation. What is your feedback on it? What do you think? Have you compared it with the Tear one? So if you are around NC25, NC30, I think NC 120Y Light is going to be your shade. I can only speak for myself, so I get a lot of comments. People ask me if this is my shade, what will be my correct shade. I can't I can't suggest shades on the basis of what you tell me, okay? So I don't want to misguide anyone here. I can only speak for myself, and that's what I'm saying. Since I am this skin tone, neutral, NC25, NC30, this is what you can use if you are around that skin tone. See, it is a very good match for me, but this is going to oxidize. So you need to keep that in mind. The coverage is decent. It's not bad. It's very good indeed. Very much like the Tear, but the finish, there's something about the finish. I like that. I like the Tear more in terms of finish. It says it's blurring cushion foundation, but the blurring effect is not much. It doesn't highlight or exaggerate any kind of texture. See, I have some bumps here, if you can see on the camera. I have some bumps. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 tiny bumps. And it's not exaggerating it, but I don't see blurring as well. Also, since it has such sharp corners, to do places like the inside of your eye, the inner corner of your eyes is a little tricky. So what you can do is fold it into half and reach out those corners. See, it has covered a lot of redness on my face because of the tan that I had. And because of my skin condition around my eyes, I'm not even using any kind of makeup, be it foundation, concealer, nothing. I'm not touching it with any kind of makeup. So that's how the coverage is. And I'm happy with this. I'm not going to, I have very dry, sensitive skin, and because of which I'm not going to touch it up with any kind of powder, any kind of concealer. Also, this is okay for an everyday wear look. I don't need any extra coverage, any kind of concealer or anything of that sort. So this is what it looks like. Moving on, what I'm going to do is probably do some lining on my lips, because the foundation here is driving me crazy. So this is kind of weird. For lip liners, I have 2 new ones. These are the new launch by Makeup Forever. I'm so sorry for that. Makeup Forever has these lip pencils since ages, since years. But in India, they have launched it for the first time, and I got 2 of their iconic colors, which are Anywhere Caffeine and what is that? Up and Down Tan. Okay, Up and Down Tan and Anywhere Caffeine. So Anywhere Caffeine is a very neutral brown toned pencil. This is the one which became a viral liner after Hailey Bieber showed it on her channel as her beauty routine. And this is Up and Down Tan. It's kind of a pinky, it has a peachy pinky tone to it. And this is a very neutral brown tone, Anywhere Caffeine. This is Up and Down Tan. So these are the 2 shades that I got. These are very long lasting, and these pencils are very multitasking. You can use them on your eyes to contour your nose, a little bit as a bronzer, whatever you wish. So I'm going to use both of them and show you how I like to use them. So I'm going with Anywhere Caffeine and show you how I can contour a little to give me a snatched nose look. Look at that. If I want to make my nose a little shorter, I can also do some contouring. This is not a contour shade, but not bad. It blends in very, very beautifully. You can see. All you need to do is scribble and just blend it with your fingers. It's a very beginner friendly product. If you are someone who doesn't like too many products, you want multitasking products in your makeup bag, this is what you can reach out for. A little more nose contouring maybe. Okay, for my lips, I'm going to use the pinky one because the lipstick that I have is kind of little pink toned. So I'm going to use the color Up and Down Tan. Line my lips and blend it in. If you have thin lips, what I would suggest you is do a little bit under your lip line. Smudge it in so that you don't see a very harsh line. And then for your upper lips, go above your lip line, just on the Cupid's bow. Fill it in a little and tap it so that you don't see any harsh lines. For the corners of your mouth, just follow your natural lip line. Don't try to overline the corner of your mouth. That is what exactly that makes it look very obvious, and it's not very cute. So that's how the color looks like on its own. Let me do my brows now. So for the brows, I have the Milk Kush, what is it called? Kush Brow Shadow Stick. So I'm going to take this end and gently just color my brows. And taking the spoolie side, I'm just going to spread it all over my brows. It's a very creamy product, which is why it is very beginner friendly, easy to use. And you get very natural, fluffy looking brows. It just took me a few seconds to do my brows, which is what I like. Fill it in with a very light hand, and with the other end, just go about it. If you make any mistakes, just wipe it off. Probably use a Q-tip and just wipe it off. It wipes very, very easily. It's a very forgiving formula, which is very nice to use. So that's it, brows done. If you want to take it a step further and want to set your brow hair, this is what you need. it's a new one. This is something that I've never tried from MAC. This is their Pro Locked Brow Gel. And what am I going to do is just use a little bit of gel and place it on my brow hair so that they stick. And I'm using the back of the spoolie. I'm not using the brush side, because if I use the brush side on top of the pomade that I've used, it is going to catch all the pigment here. So I'm using the back of it, which is a smooth tip, okay? So my goal is to keep my brow hair standing up like that, okay? If you want, you can wipe it with a tissue so that you don't make this gel muddy, okay? So I'm going to take a tissue and wipe if it caught any pigment from my pomade. It's just going to come back on the tissue and my tube is going to be clean. So the back of the applicator, I'm just sticking my brow hair like so. Very natural looking brows. Let me know what you think about this. I like it so far. And for the blush, I have this new multiples, the multiples by NARS in the color Fling. This is how the color looks like. It's a very beautiful watermelon-y color. And I'm going to take it with a little bit of, I'm going to take a little bit on my brush, like so, and place it on my cheeks. It just gives the right amount of flush, a little bit on the nose. Chin and forehead. These are called the multiples because also you can use them on the eyes, on the lips. But for the lips today, I have a very beautiful lipstick which I'm dying to try. And that is this Givenchy Velvet Rouge. It's a sheer matte lipstick. And this is how the color looks like. It's a very, very pretty, it's kind of my lips but better. It's a color that most of the brands have. It's that beautiful nude lipstick which has the right balance of pink, mauves and browns, and it is a sheer matte formulation. So it is very, very easy, forgiving. You can reapply it without even looking at the mirror. And the color is nude. The color is number 16, Nude Boise. It's so pretty. It's exactly the color of my lips. And the packaging is so pretty, isn't it? So that's the entire look for today. Very simple, easy, just a few products. And I'm just going to set it with a makeup setting spray. And that's it for today's look. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it. Please write your comments. Please let me know what you think about this makeup look, and also subscribe to my channel for more such videos, and I will see you soon in my next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.